I guess we're going to Cannes.
All right, it's been a while, but we're back with the Film Lads podcast. All right, Victor, he's a little far away from the mic, but we're all here. Nolan,
What episode is this?
who knows?
We'll
Who knows? We'll figure that out.
Yeah.
There may have been some mishaps with previous episodes that were completely my fault. Don't blame the other boys.
Oh, they
No,
weren't
it
your fault.
It's all good.
I screwed up. Anyways, today we're here to talk about the Cannes Film Festival. But the thing is, only two of us went. Unfortunately, I couldn't go. So I'm just kind of sitting here as like a guest,
There was
listening
a lad
on
missing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
listen on these guys' experience with the Cannes Film Festival. So yeah, this was your guys' like first big festival, right?
First festival ever. For
Yeah.
my first film festival ever, yeah.
Pretty
Starting off
crazy
with a
to
pretty
start
big
with
one,
Cannes,
yeah.
yeah.
We're right next to Toronto. Never gone to the TIFF either
Yeah.
gateway. Yeah. So
But basically,
it was an
yeah.
experience, right? Like,
Yeah,
Oh, totally.
It was the 3 days in Cannes accreditation for 18 to 28-year-olds, and we had to write, like a kind of like a mini little essay, I guess.
A
just
cover
kind of-
letter kind of thing.
Kind of writing,
Explaining why we love film, why we think we deserve to go to the festival.
yeah,
kind of
and why
thing,
we
and-
hold Cannes in such high regard, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, and
they're
then
making you,
They're making you put in that work, and
Put
me
in
and
the work.
Nolan, I guess we did
You
an
got
okay job, so...
we did pretty
We
well.
did an okay
you gotta
job,
milk the Cannes tit
It was
to get
pretty.
in there.
Yeah.
It was pretty stressful, like waiting for the reply, because the language barrier just made things
It
awkward.
made the emails very
Since-
confusing and very easy to misinterpret. Like,
Yeah.
we thought we got in when... It was just like we completed the first step of like the process kind of thing.
Yeah, so we were
So
all
lots
hyped
of
up. Yeah.
celebrating and just being super hyped, and then you showed it to your parents, and then they read it over and they were like, "Yeah, I don't think you guys got it."
Oof. That
Yeah, I
must
think
have
it was
been
my brother who,
Or your
who
brother,
pointed
yeah.
it out. He was like, "By the way, I think this just means that you're on to the next round."
Yeah, and when I first read it, I kind of thought the same thing, but then you were like, "Dude, we got it," and I was like, "Are you sure, man?" He's
He was
like,
confident.
"No,
He
we
was
definitely
confident.
got this."
I was too hyped.
And you got me all hyped up, and then our dreams were
I
crushed
apologize.
momentarily.
I apologize, but we made it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they screwed it up because we both applied for the same dates. And when we finally did get accepted, I got accepted for the second week,
Mhm.
not the first week. So I had to go through this whole process of emailing them and so that I could get the same week.
Yeah.
Luckily that all worked out, and this is all like just over a month before the festival. Like this all happened really fast.
very last minute.
Yeah.
So you guys weren't too impressed with the
No, for such like
planning.
a prestigious festival, they're not very organized too. With
Yeah.
like,
Obviously, I love the festival. I
Yeah.
still hold it in such high.
Yo,
such
they're gonna
high
listen to
regard,
this
but-
podcast and you're gonna apply again. And
they're gonna say no.
they're gonna say, "Nah, you were dissing us."
Well, or they'll take
No,
our
they need this
feedback.
feedback,
They
yeah.
do need the feedback.
Oh yeah, true.
Just because from what I heard from other festival attendees and people who were in the same program as we were, the other festivals that they had attended were way more organized than
Mhm.
Cannes was. But yeah, still a very interesting and rewarding experience.
For sure.
So the first, when you guys got there, what was the first film you guys watched?
It was Beanpole.
Beanpole.
Well,
Right?
Beanpole for you.
Oh, Beanpole
Yeah.
for me. Yeah, not for Nolan. For Nolan, it was The Dead Don't Die, right?
Dead Don't Die, yeah.
Yeah, which opened the festival.
Yeah, I had to miss the first day of the festival because I got like absolutely terrible heat stroke and food poisoning the night before.
Tragic.
The night before day one of the
Yeah.
festival, so I had to
double
stay back.
Dip too.
It was
like,
probably mostly food poisoning because it's not like it was like that hot outside.
Mhm.
It's
Well, the sauna
really
didn't
kind
help
of a
afterwards,
mystery.
but yeah.
Yeah.
You went in the sauna?
Yeah, I was already overheated,
Oh, that
and
sounds-
Nolan was like, "Yo, come in the sauna. You might feel better. Sweat out." Because I was also feeling a bit of the food poisoning. He's like, "Sweat it out a little bit," but the sauna just made it worse.
Yeah, we goofed that
Tragic.
and, yeah, it was a bit of a goof.
But you bounced back in a day.
I bounced back. I was
That's
like
good.
taking so many vitamins and everything. Nolan
many
was
vitamins.
getting me some food. I was just resting
Yeah.
in bed all day, and then I was able to attend the
Back
rest of the
right
We
at
got
it.
festival.
through it.
Yeah.
And luckily, when we were there, the program is the 3 days in Cannes accreditation. So, I mean, even when we got there, we only thought that.
We thought we just had the 3 days.
We just thought that we had the 3. We were there in Cannes for a week, but we thought we were only going to be able to go to premieres and go into the main building and events just for the 3 days. But we found out quickly that it's called what? Director's
The
Fortnight?
Director's
Director's
Fortnight.
Fortnight.
Yeah, where they
Quinzane
have
or something like
other
that, yeah.
theaters around the Cannes Film Festival, which is in association with the main festival,
Mm-hmm.
just not in competition, I guess. And
Yeah,
but they
there's
still
its
have
own little thing,
world
kind of,
premieres
but-
that you can attend, not on the days of your pass, which was really
Awesome.
exciting
Yeah,
because
we were able to see movies the whole week pretty much.
yeah, and honestly, the Director's Fortnight had my favorite films of the
Oh, it
Festival.
had all of the best films, like,
Yeah.
for me, easily.
yeah.
Well, you guys didn't. I guess
We didn't get into every movie at the
you didn't get into
Festival de Palais, but
the big Parasite.
no.
No, we couldn't get
Palm-
into everything.
No, we couldn't
Palme
get
d'Or
into
winner.
everything. I don't even know I don't think Parasite was playing the week we were
yeah,
there.
I
It
thought
was the next week.
week.
Yeah.
So, obviously, the supposed highlights from the competition, you guys definitely didn't get to see. But like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
good to hear that, like, you know, even outside of the main competition themselves, there's lots going on. You know,
For sure.
For sure.
Still a big cinema culture in France.
Huge cinema culture, and that's what was so awesome about it. Just like feeling the shared excitement from everybody, like all at once, and like even just
Yeah.
waiting in those lines for hours, just like everyone's just like
Meeting people
So
from all
hyped
over the
and-
world who
yeah,
are
exactly.
cinephiles just like you, and they've made the trip as well, and
Mhm.
you can just become friends with people instantly because you connect on just
yeah.
for
Well,
being
you're
a
all there for the
cinephile.
same reason.
Yeah.
Like it's easy to make a connection with people.
yeah, exactly.
there.
From all over the world too, which is
Yeah.
like incredible. So yeah, Beanpole, I guess. Do you guys just want to go through the movies? I guess you
Sure.
quick rundown.
Quickly run down some of the
Yeah.
films.
Yeah.
So
So there was
Beanpole first, I
Beanpole.
guess?
Yeah.
You eventually did see Dead Don't Die, so
Yeah, I eventually
And
saw the
I-
Dead Don't Die.
The only movie
you've
that,
seen The
uh,
Dead
the
Don't
only
Die.
movie that
Yeah.
we'll talk about today that I've seen as well.
Yeah.
Very disappointing.
yeah.
Yeah.
as the,
Incredibly
as the
disappointing.
resident Jarmusch fan and like
Yeah, it was
the-
my first Jarmusch, and I was, I didn't really have any crazy expectations because I'd never seen a Jarmusch before, so I didn't know if I didn't enjoy his work or not, but it was definitely a little disappointing. I think I like it a bit more than you guys.
Mhm.
Yeah, it
But-
still had its moments, and
Yeah.
it was pretty hilarious at parts. But I don't know. Overall, it just felt kind of in your face. for
Yeah,
me.
totally. And I don't think it was saying anything very interesting either.
Yeah, and when it was like going for it, it was just so in your face. There's a lot of meta things going on and
Mm-hmm.
self-reflexivity that I enjoyed a little bit, but at parts it was definitely just too much.
Yeah. The performances were great. Tilda Swinton was hilarious.
She was awesome.
Adam Driver had some
Always
great
comments.
moments.
Yeah.
Ghouls.
Yeah.
So, but I guess going past that, what else we got?
Yeah, we got
obviously,
Beanpole.
like Beanpole.
Yeah, which was
that
pretty
is it
great.
a Russian film? Was it Russian?
Yes, it was Russian. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know the director's name offhand, but it was a World War II film, right?
Yeah, about
Yeah.
two women.
Two women, and they just have this very bizarre relationship. And
Yeah.
that's the most interesting thing in the movie, just the dynamics of their relationship. It gets pretty interesting later into the film.
It's
And the
definitely
performances
a-
are really great, especially
Yeah.
from the lead woman, who plays a really quiet character.
Mhm. It's definitely a tough watch. One of the tougher watches from Cannes. Just
Yeah, I
Very
think it's a lot
stressful.
longer than it needs to be.
absolutely. Even though it felt longer than it was, even though what was it like?
It was long. It was
120 minutes or
like
just
2
tad
hours
over
and 10
2 hours.
minutes.
2 hours. Yeah, I definitely felt like it was inching closer towards 3 hours.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's just me.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I guess a lot of people felt that way though.
Yeah.
It's just a hard watch, and the themes it's dealing with, and like you were saying, the character dynamics, really really interesting, but
disturbing,
stressful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some scenes, there was a scene, like, without spoiling anything, there was a scene probably 15 minutes into the movie where I almost didn't want to watch. Cause
I think I know what you're talking about.
I was just really disturbed.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, I was pretty disappointed by this film. Personally, I know you liked it more than me.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty great.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy, but...
Oh yeah, and then I forgot so moving on, like, the first day when you were sick, I also saw that, what was it called? As Happy as Possible. French film.
Yeah, and I didn't see this movie, obviously.
Yeah, again, like, a little too long.
Mm-hmm.
Which is funny because it wasn't that long at all. It probably was like 90 minutes.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was weird. Like, it wasn't in one of the main screening rooms. It was in, like, this really, really small room with just what looked like some movie producers inside the room, and I don't even know if I was supposed to be allowed in. But yeah, it was because I was waiting in line, and some of us were like going to see, what were we trying to see? That film about the sisters, or
yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember what it's called.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah, and it's even hard to look up. I wish I had my book with all the list of yeah. And anyways, it doesn't matter. But we didn't get into that premiere, so a couple of us went around to the other rooms, and we found this one screening room where this film just started, and we walked into this film it was so I probably missed like the first 5-10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there were definitely some interesting things going on. It was well shot. Some of the performances were good. Some of the performances were also pretty terrible. But yeah, another kind of underwhelming film. And then what else was we got?
La Femme de Mon Frere.
La Femme de Mon Frere, yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
That's what it was. What else? What did we see next after Beanpole?
After Beanpole, we saw The Swallows of Kabul, which was an animated movie from...
Yeah.
Where was it released? Somewhere in the Middle East.
Honestly, don't remember.
It looks like it's from
it's a French film.
And Luxembourg. It might have been.
It takes place in the Middle East. Yeah,
they were speaking French.
They were speaking French. I totally forgot about that.
Right? They were, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good animated movie. A nice watercolor style.
Yeah, I definitely like this one more than you.
But... Yeah, I was kind of indifferent towards it. Like, it's admirable for sure, but nothing too memorable.
Yeah, and that was a film that was just right in the middle of all our film watching. That even it's been a couple months since Cannes that I kind of forget a lot of what.
Yeah, I forget a lot of that movie as well.
And I think that says a bit about the film itself, that it wasn't too memorable. But
yeah,
I'd definitely be interested in seeing it again if it ever comes out near us. So
for sure.
Yeah, that was a good.
That wasn't a short or anything. You guys didn't see any shorts.
We didn't see any shorts. These are all feature films. This one was relatively short though. It was like just a little over an hour.
Yeah. Then after that
was
probably the most controversial one right here.
Oh, Bacurau.
This is the one I was really excited to talk about, and I'm like really excited for Kirk to see when it comes out.
I'm really excited to see based off your description.
Brazilian film, kind of like a sci-fi western, I guess.
Very bizarre movie.
Super fucking weird and violent and just over the top that
Mhm.
either you either get on board with it or you don't. And I was on board with it like pretty quickly, and this lad over here just
I was not on board with it. I
not
didn't
on
enjoy
board
it.
with it. Yeah.
No, halfway through the screening, I had to go to the bathroom, and so I left the theater. And when I went back into the theater, it was way too dark. I could not like find my way back to my seat with Nolan, so I was just kind of sitting in the back a bit. And this is day 2, so I had missed the first day, and I wasn't crazy about Beanpole. Didn't really like Swallows of Kabul, and I wasn't liking this movie either. So I was pretty upset that, you know,
And like you
my
really
first
weren't
day,
liking this one.
and I really wasn't liking this one, and I was pretty upset that my first day at the festival I had to miss, and that we only had, well, we thought at the time that we only had 2 more days because we didn't know about the director's project.
Yeah.
So I was on my phone in the back of the theater and trying to find another movie to see, and I abandoned the lad. I left him by himself just because I wasn't vibing with this movie. So
No, I kind of had a feeling like, because I could tell that you weren't fucking with it, but
Yeah.
and then when you got up to go to the bathroom, I was like, he's gone.
yeah,
Lad's gone. Like Lad's gone to another movie.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. You could tell when I was gone for like over 10 minutes.
Of course.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you know,
And
I-
Victor,
I would recommend it to people though, just because it is such a unique film, and you're right. Whereas like it'll work for some people and just not work for other people.
would
It's just
I would compare it to
Mandy.
Mandy
Same.
Yeah.
from last year. Not like too similar, but similar in the sense that it's just so kind of over the top and campy in a way
yeah.
that you either get on board with it or you don't, and it's gonna divide a lot of people. It did at Cannes, and that's why I'm
And
really excited for Kirk to see it. 'cause-
Speaking of being divided, and Victor got quoted, I guess, on that Letterboxd summary.
Oh yeah, on this Letterboxd article, my Packer review got quoted.
Yeah, like we're on the stance that
it was your review. It wasn't. You didn't get asked in the lobby.
No, it was my review on Letterboxd.
Oh shit! Okay,
Yeah.
dude. When I saw that, I thought that.
Oh, you thought I got asked in the lobby or something?
Yeah, I thought you were walking out of the movie, and there were. I thought maybe like a reporter bumped into you
Oh,
and said,
no,
"Why are you
no.
leaving?" Oh, it's just a really painful experience for me.
Yeah. So Victor is under the impression that the Letterboxd article misquoted him, and well, they didn't misquote him, but they misused his quote, and there's
What
not
do you
enough. You said there wasn't enough context behind it.
Oh,
Just made
I
you
don't
look
know.
really dumb. Apparently,
It just made me look dumb,
So
I
if you
think.
see
I
that
wish
lying
that
around-
they quoted a bit more of my review, but
If you see that lying around, go read the full review just to get some more context. you
yeah.
know? That's Victor's
Thanks for pointing
stance.
that out, yeah.
Just want to clear your name.
Yeah, appreciate it.
All right, what's next up on here?
Well then, so I left to see Deerskin, which is absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, I did not see that. You saw that one.
I don't even really want to talk about it just because I want the premise to just be a total surprise to everybody, but it's just hilarious. The lead performance by, what's his name? I forget the guy's name.
Guy from Spy Kids,
Yeah.
right?
Jean Dujardin.
Oh, not the guy from Spy Kids. The French guy.
No, the guy from Wolf of Wall Street.
yeah.
Exactly. But amazing central performance and just a very absurd
He's also
comedy.
in,
The artist,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he's the main guy. But yeah, that movie was great. And then after that, I texted you.
Oh, yeah.
And we
You were going to see Dead Don't Die.
Right.
And I just wasn't in for a rewatch,
yeah.
obviously.
And so you queued up for Sorry We Missed You, I think.
yeah, I was like, well, what should I do, right? So I figured, well, I haven't been to like a big fancy red carpet
the Ken Loach
premiere.
The Ken Loach.
And I knew that the new Ken Loach film, Sorry We Missed You, was coming up. So I figured I'd go get in the last minute line. Basically how the main premieres in the Grand Lumiere theaters worked is so many people get invitations. You need a ticket to get in to the premiere, and there's a last minute line. So if any if there are any open seats available, they go to people who are in the last minute line. And so I was like, okay, I'll go back to the hotel, throw my tuxedo on, and because the nighttime screenings at the big premieres, you had to wear tuxedos. It was extremely formal, but not the ones during the day. So I went back to the hotel, got my tuxedo on, came all the way back, and got in the line, and it was already busy. Like, this is like 2.5 hours before the film even was starting, and yeah, so I figured, okay, I probably have a good shot at getting in, and it didn't happen. Like, nobody got in. Nobody from the last minute line got in.
Ken Loach is like pretty popular at Cannes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but nobody got in, and this is just going back to some of my complaints about the festival, that it was a little disorganized at parts. Like, I wasted even the person at the front of the line. There were people at the front of the line who were lining up for the Rocket Man premiere before, so they were waiting like 2+ hours before that. So talk about like wasting half a day just standing in a line.
Yeah, that's brutal. They should give it a bit more of a warning that can happen to you for sure.
Well, and when the Ken Loach film ended, and it what it does is on the big screen it shows the ovation. There were empty seats, so
right.
I don't know what was going on.
Yeah,
it's
pretty whack.
Yeah, so basically,
you're pretty upset about that.
I was really upset, and like so were a lot of people. But at that point, it was just whatever. So there was nothing else to see that night. So us folks in the line who were just in our tuxedos with nothing to do just went out drinking, and drinking with people from around the world talking about movies is a good way to kind of drown your sorrows, I guess, about missing the new Ken Loach. But yeah.
So that was the end of that day.
That was the end of that day.
That was the end of day 2.
Yeah. How did day 3 at the festival start?
Oh, it started with Takashi Miike. Or Miike.
Right.
First Love.
First Love.
So excited
yeah, that
for this
started
movie.
off dark, but then kind of you know what I'm talking about?
Let's not get too into that one, because that one, the big one coming up, don't get into those films too much, because
I won't spoil too much.
Those ones I'm really excited for. So,
yeah.
We won't get into it too much, but
I like you guys delivering these premises on these like lesser known films, because definitely, if these sound interesting to you, definitely, obviously Victor and Nolan, you say go like check these films out,
Yeah.
But yeah, First Love, very excited for that one.
Yeah, it was great.
It's a Takashi Miike film, so you know what to expect to some degree.
Yeah, you're in just kind of for a wild ride.
Yeah.
But yeah, excellent movie.
Yeah,
and we
shot
saw
really well.
a Q&A with Takashi Miike afterwards.
Yeah.
How was that?
It was okay. He wasn't asked any very interesting questions, I don't think, and like half the time was spent translating his Japanese to English to French.
Yeah, and it just takes too long.
Yeah. So it was okay, but it was cool to see the guy like during his premiere of the movie. So.
Yeah, and it was a very long wait in the line, and thankful that we got in.
Yeah.
And that was worth it? Because both of you guys
definitely worth it, yeah.
Yeah, it was
definitely my second favorite of the festival.
Yeah, my third favorite of the festival. Baccarat would have been my number 2.
And then we'll get to your tied number 1.
We'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there.
So what was after First Love then?
First Love, I think did we go back to the hotel and
went back to the hotel and just like slept a bit, yeah.
Jet lagged a bit.
Oh,
I think
just was this
this day was just First Love and The Shining?
The Shining, yeah.
Yeah.
The Shining, right?
Yeah.
And that's that new...
The new 4K
release.
Restoration presented by Alfonso Cuarón.
Yeah, and
Stanley Kubrick's daughter, and Leon Vitali.
Did you see Cuarón?
Yeah, he was on the stage talking about the movie a little bit, which was really cool.
Yeah, it was about like 20, 30 minutes of just kind of Kubrick's daughter. I think her name's Katharina Kubrick.
Yeah.
Her, Kubrick's assistant, Leon Vitali, and Alfonso Cuarón just kind of shooting the shit, talking about The Shining and what it means to them.
And Kubrick's legacy.
Yeah, and
what
honestly,
Kubrick meant
like,
to them.
hearing Kubrick's daughter, and Leon Vitali too, but especially Kubrick's daughter, talk about her dad and talk about his legacy and The Shining.
It was beautiful. It
It
brought
was
tears to my eyes.
It was
yeah.
super touching, like,
Yeah.
and it really brought tears to her eyes as well. You could just see it.
Yeah, she was very emotional. It was a very sweet thing to see.
Yeah, because basically she was just talking about how, like, their dad's films are pieces of him that live on forever, and it's like he's still alive to this day just because they live and breathe his filmography. And
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, and they talk about all his films every day, even within their family, and that was just really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and seeing The Shining in that environment was just nuts. Like, you'd seen The Shining in theaters before, but I hadn't.
Yeah, I like at a local.
Yeah, obviously it wasn't the same as this.
No,
At
this
the
was
Apollo.
insane. Yeah.
Shout out to
the Apollo.
the Apollo
Yeah.
Kitchener. Great theater if you're ever in town.
But this was insane. Like, so many people, super passionate
Mm-hmm.
about movies and The Shining, and there were even a few people
Who had
few
never seen The
cinephiles there who had
Shining.
never seen it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was talking
And
to
what
the
a
one guy
great
after.
place to see The Shining for
Oh.
the first time. Like,
Yeah, there was one young lad that I was talking to after, and he said he had never seen The Shining before, and he said that was crazy. Like, my body just feels so weird right now.
yeah, totally.
He said one of the creepiest films he had ever seen, and I just love that. Just everything about The Shining. You all know
masterpiece.
you all know it's a great film.
Yeah.
It's one of the
It's
most
Lad
iconic
approved.
horror
Lad
films
approved,
of all
yeah.
time. Yeah, what Lad approved means, in case you don't know, is all three of us have at 5 stars.
10 out of 10.
There's about 10 of them right now, or
12.
12.
yeah.
As of today.
You can peep that on Letterboxd.
Yeah.
All right, and then what was that? That was it for. Day
That was
3?
it for day 3.
And then you
yeah.
guys thought you were done. When did you realize you could start watching movies again?
It was during
It was
the
during
middle of the
day.
festival.
It was
yeah.
during day 3, I think. That
And
we
was
learned
probably like
this.
the biggest relief
No,
ever.
No, because the reason I
Thomas
left.
told us before our 3 days even started.
Really? I feel like we were
Yeah.
kind of unsure though, because the reason I left Baccarat was because I was worried about seeing as many movies as I could, because I thought we only had the 3 days.
Yeah, but I remember when you were sick, you were like saying, I'm not too upset because we can go to the director's fortnight.
Right.
But I guess, yeah, we weren't sure about it, and then we talked to some people
Yeah.
in lines and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the next day,
The next day
super
was
early, the orphanage, right?
The Orphanage. Yeah.
Yeah. One of my least favorite films that we saw, but
Your least favorite.
Your least favorite.
oh yeah, it was my least favorite. Still, like, it has 3 amazing
3
scenes.
fantastic scenes,
Yeah.
which I want to talk about, but I feel like you shouldn't spoil those moments and what they're
Yeah.
doing and what they are.
Basically, they sort of feel out of place with everything else that's happening in the movie, but they're so much fun.
They're so much fun. Yeah.
Yeah. And that was sweet seeing that film because it was this. Was it her first film?
It kind of looks like that.
Yeah. It was
yeah,
her
it
first
was.
movie.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was really
she-
sweet seeing her
Yeah.
at the premiere, and she got a standing ovation, and she was crying, and she just.
It was a good crowd because at Cannes you always hear about how ruthless people can be, but at this premiere the crowd was this kind of new filmmaker, and she really put her heart and soul into this project. So regardless
yeah, she wanted
of
it
how
to be
much
fun.
and regardless of how much you love the film, people were just really appreciative of.
Yeah, and she encouraged people to sing and clap along to the music during
Yeah.
the thing, which people were doing, which was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, Nolan, as your least favorite movie, did you stand during the standing ovation?
Of course.
Oh, respect.
Gotta respect the
Out
director.
of respect for the form and the director,
Yeah.
I will clap at a 5-star film. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
it's
Putting your vision out there.
Yeah.
Movies
It's
are
a lot
so
of work.
movies
to
are
make a
so hard to
movie.
make.
You got to applaud someone who
Yeah.
can do it. Yeah.
Anybody who can do it.
You don't even just make a movie. It's like that's an achievement. In
Even
itself.
like a Dennis Dugan film. If I'm at the premiere, I'll gladly cheer and roar for that guy. Yeah. So then we were just exhausted at that point because if you think about it, The Shining was at midnight, and then by the time that ends, you get back to your hotel. It's like 3, and The Orphanage was at 8:30 in the morning or something like that.
Yeah. So
tired.
not much sleep. Yeah.
So we slept all day, right? And then saw Zombie Child that night.
Yeah. Basically.
Yeah. Really great movie.
Zombie Child was sick. Yeah. The director of Nocturama, which I know you've seen, Kirk.
That movie's sick. Best use of Willow Smith's "Whip Your Hair" in a movie.
Interesting.
You know, the whip your hair back and forth. Dope use of that song in that movie.
But yeah, Zombie Child's sick. Just a very unique, slow burn,
super
horror.
weird. Yeah.
Just very bizarre.
Super creepy at the end.
Oh, the ending is absolutely chilling. Yeah.
Yeah, so obviously look out for that film
and
that was great.
That wasn't the only horror movie you guys saw.
No, not quite.
There was one more.
Yes.
What would that be? The
Lighthouse.
last film you guys watched?
That was the last film we saw at the festival. Then the day after, we saw The Lighthouse.
We ended it off right.
Yeah.
Which now...
It was 8:30 in the morning. We woke up at like 5.
Yeah.
Right? Left at like 5:15 and lined up for like
we
about
were so
3 hours.
We were so committed
Yeah.
to getting there and making sure that we got in. Like nothing was stopping us.
First people in line.
Yeah, we were first people.
We were the very first people in line, yeah.
That's like historic right there.
I know.
Yeah, there was a lady who got there like 10 minutes after us, and she was from Austria?
Australia, I think? Or one of the two.
No, she was definitely not Australia, because her accent was not
Those
Australian.
are way different.
But she flew there just for the Lighthouse.
Because she's a huge Robert Pattinson fan.
Yeah. Which
she flew all the way there just for the Lighthouse. Yeah.
Talk about commitment. Robert Eggers, like this guy's like super exciting. Super exciting director.
2023.
Yeah, I listened to the recent A24 podcast with Ari Aster and Robert Eggers, and obviously this is sidetracking from the Lighthouse, but Eggers was talking about how Nosferatu was like the film that really kind of broadened his view of cinema and everything. So
which one? The OG one?
I'm pretty sure the OG, yeah.
Not the Werner.
They're both dope.
Yeah.
I'm the only one here who's seen both.
He wasn't specific on it, but yeah.
So yeah, Lighthouse, don't want to get too much into it because I have not seen it yet. But that trailer, just from that trailer alone.
Dope. One of my favorite movies, Willem Dafoe. One of my all-time favorite performances.
Honestly, right from the very first frame, I just knew that this was by far the best film
at the festival.
That you guys
that we could see.
That we'd seen. Yeah.
Well, because think about like, I mean, none of us have seen Parasite yet, which won the Palme d'Or, and I know obviously I loved Once Upon a Time in Hollywood more than you guys, but I didn't get to see that at Cannes, right? I mean, that's the hottest ticket, but out of the ones that I did see, like The Lighthouse, just holy shit.
Easily the most memorable movie.
Super unique way, shot on 35 millimeter black and white.
Real locations for a lot of it.
Box ratio. The
shout out to the Maritimes.
Even more than 4x3.
Shot here in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Dope.
Yep. Lad up on that. But I'm really excited for you to see The Lighthouse, Kirk. Because,
I'm so excited.
Because I know you love
love The Witch.
You love The Witch. You love Bergman. And
I love Willem Dafoe. The Mount Rushmore certified.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. On
my Rushmore.
And like it's heavily influenced by Bergman,
Tarkovsky.
And I know you love those directors as well as just the Moby Dick kind of influence on it as well, especially in the dialogue. So do you think A24 is gonna release this with subtitles or not? I mean, or did they even do that with The Witch?
I don't think they did that with The Witch.
They didn't do it with The Witch.
They should have.
Yeah. And I know YMS brought that up in his review that he thinks this
Oh, yeah?
film should be released with subtitles, and
I kind of agree.
I kind of agree too.
Because we got to watch it with subtitles, obviously, because we're in
At
France.
the festival, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and some of the dialect and the accents are kind of hard to understand. Well, I would think.
Yeah.
I mean, I understood
Absolutely.
it because I had the subtitles, but I imagine it would be pretty difficult without them.
Yeah. It's a super strange film, too. It's funnier than people were anticipating as well.
For sure.
Like,
Alright,
you're
alright.
terrified, but you're also laughing at parts because Willem Dafoe's character is just so goddamn interesting and
Yeah.
weird.
For sure.
All right. Anything else you guys want to talk about your Cannes trip?
I mean, yeah, I don't know. Overall, just a really
Really awesome
rewarding,
experience,
interesting
yeah.
experience.
Total, like, bucket list thing that, like, I didn't think would actually happen, like,
Yeah.
ever. Like, well, maybe
Honestly,
not ever,
It's the
but
cream of the crop
yeah.
for film festivals, and just to experience it, like, forget films, but it's just a beautiful place as well. They got the beach
totally.
right there. The
It was
weather was
yeah,
fantastic.
but wasn't it both of our first times being to Europe?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it was my
So-
first time in Europe.
Yeah.
The food there, obviously, it just
Didn't agree with
Fantastic. Well,
it didn't agree with
didn't
me
agree with us,
at the
but
lighthouse, but I was into
it was great,
I was
yeah.
into the bread, bro.
Oh yeah, the bread
Bread's
was
so good,
fantastic.
Yeah.
Now you make me want breadsticks. All right. So now it's time for. I've been quiet this entire podcast because, I was lacking on that Cannes trip.
Sadly.
Sadly.
We miss you there.
Yeah, honestly, it's understandable. Like it's a super big commitment.
Yeah, and it was like just a little last minute for me to
Totally.
Exactly.
to work out on.
But
But
hey, this 3 days thing, it's 18 to 28-year-olds, so
yeah,
Yeah.
You know,
There's
in
opportunities
another
the
couple
future,
years
yeah.
we'll all
Yeah.
apply.
so that'll be a thing to look forward into the future. But I do have
Yeah.
a contribution to this podcast that hopefully makes it in if these guys don't fuck up too much on my terrible quiz. All right, if I don't make them look like total idiots. All right, I prepared a little Cannes podcast pop trivia quiz, which these guys just found out about. That I'll be
Totally
testing them.
unprepared.
Yeah, they're totally unprepared. So please, don't judge them. All right, they know nothing. They knew nothing about this going in. Just to get even the playing field, make sure Nolan or Victor weren't studying up on their Cannes history. There wasn't too much interesting. There's not too much interesting stuff in here. Most of these questions are about the history of like the main award, the Palme d'Or.
Right.
So yeah.
Okay.
All right,
Interesting.
we're gonna get into this. All right,
I'm ready.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right.
And so you want us to write our answers down
Yeah. So
somewhere? We can just do it on our phones.
yeah, you can just do it on your phones. Just so you guys, I only have a certain amount of questions here. We can't do like a buzzer thing.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
This
yeah.
isn't Jeopardy. So let me know when you guys are ready. All right.
I'm
The
prepared.
first question here.
I'm ready.
All right. So it's about the honorary Palme d'Or award.
Mhm.
In 1997, on the 50th anniversary of the festival, the Cannes jury gave out the first and currently only Palme de Palme to honor a director who had never won the grand prize. Who was this director?
Got it. I know this.
You get 2 points.
Is it just like you have to answer it right away, or we can both know it?
You can both know it.
That's why.
That's why you can write it down. That's why we're writing it.
Oh.
I think I know it.
Write it down. just
It's
in
written
case.
down.
Okay.
I don't know it, but I'm just.
I hope I'm
close.
right. I'm sounding very confident right
Yeah.
now, but I think I know.
You're
the
doubting
answer.
yourself. And this question's worth 2 points. I gave different points to each
Okay.
of these questions.
Okay.
So are we gonna answer it, or are we answering those at the end?
You can answer now. Yeah. So
Okay.
Go.
Yeah, honestly, I just kind of guessed, but I guessed Jean-Luc Godard.
And
No.
it is, I guess, Jean-Luc Godard as well.
it's not.
It's not?
It's Ingmar Bergman.
Oh,
yeah.
Fuck.
So 0 points for each of you so
Damn.
far.
I swear I read that somewhere, but... Interesting.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I'm going to fact check you on
Yeah,
this later.
you can go ahead fact check me because all of this information I got off the Wikipedia page, pretty much.
Mhm.
All of this information I got from Wikipedia, so definitely, if I get anything wrong, blame Wikipedia and me not doing proper research. I guess we're doing the fact.
I don't know. I'm just looking this up quickly. But go to the next question.
Okay, the next question. Joel Cohen has this many more nominations for the Palme d'Or than Ethan Cohen. 2 points.
Oh.
2 points to whoever gets closest to the number.
Because before they...
Yeah. It was just Ethan Cohen.
Just Joel as the credit director.
Yeah, just
because
Joel
that's
as
all
the,
that was
the
allowed.
credited. So how many more?
Okay.
Right down here. So.
He did win an honorary award, but...
No, there were lots who won honorary awards. There was just a special one called the Palme de Palme.
Yeah, because he was awarded a special Palme d'Or to honor his film The Image Book and his decades-long contribution to cinema at the festival.
There's a few who have won, like Woody Allen, too.
Yeah.
Okay, are we ready?
Yeah, this is just a number guess, alright?
Okay, no. I said 2.
I said 4.
It's 5.
5.
Joel Cohen has 8. Ethan has 3.
Shit.
So that's 2 on the board for.
That means I say they because deep down everybody knows that they're co-directors. So that means they got nominated for 5 films. Before. Just nominated, right? Or won?
They won for
The Man Who Wasn't There?
No. They won for fuck, why is
What do you mean?
I'm just
dude,
his reaction.
Joel in 2001, Joel Cohen and David Lynch tied for Best Director for The Man Who Wasn't There.
Oh, these are all the Palme d'Or. These are all Palme d'Or.
Oh, just Palme d'Or.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, I did make that clear.
It's all good.
But they won for why am I
Barton Fink?
Barton Fink, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like one of my favorite movies. I can't. Okay, this
Can't
one's
fuck
the
that up.
first multiple choice one. All right, it's also worth 2 points. Who's the only female director to win the Palme d'Or? Is it A, Claire Denis for 35 Shots of Rum in 2005? B, Kelly Reichardt for Meek's Cutoff in 2010? C, Jane Champon for The Piano in 1993? Or D, Lynn Ramsey for Morven Calar in 2002?
I feel like I got it, but I mean, I was confident with Jean-Luc Godard as well, so
I guess you just read it somewhere else.
Yeah, exactly.
You misunderstood the question.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't matter. C.
What'd
The
you
Piano.
guess?
That's what I said as well.
All right, so you both got it correct.
Hey!
I don't even know. I don't know if the others were even presented in Cannes.
Yeah.
Those were totally random movies.
I think I do remember reading.
Yeah, I think I saw that somewhere. But...
Okay, this one might take you guys a second or two to write down. All right, This is like a high scoring round. Okay. So many directors have become favorite at the Cannes Festival and received multiple nominations for the Palme d'Or. Name as many directors as you can with 6 or more nominations. 2 points for each correct director. -1 points for each incorrect director. And you can't say Joel Cohen because I've already brought up.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Nominations for the Palme d'Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
6 or more. Also, if you can name the person with the most, Palme d'Or nominations, and you have like a good guess of how many nominations they have,
Yeah.
you'll get bonus points. Let's say 5 points.
Okay, I need to think about this.
Yeah. Take your time. We're gonna cut out this waiting time.
And I don't know how many directors I should tap.
I know.
Have as many as you want, but the more you put, and the more that aren't on there, you get minus points.
Okay, nominated for the Palme d'Or?
Yeah, nominated.
Okay, not just in competition, or is that...
I don't know how it works, but like...
Yeah, aren't films that are in competition
I'm pretty sure films
technically
that
just
are in
nominated?
competition just nominated.
Yeah.
Okay, so, yeah.
Okay.
So most films that can, basically.
Yeah.
Is that how that works?
It might
They
not
have
work
to
be
that way.
selected.
Actually,
It might not
work-
be, but
no,
I think it is, but
No,
it
'cause-
might not be.
They're runners-up, right?
The films that are runners up. Yeah.
There's these. I think these are the runner ups.
All right, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I got 9.
Oh damn.
You can call it 7. Like if he's wrong, he just gets a bunch of more ins.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
This is tough.
Okay, I'm gonna go with 7 then.
All right.
Okay, I'll go with
fuck
9.
All right.
Fuck it. Fuck it.
All right.
And the nominations include wins too, right? Like.
Yeah.
I assume so. I'm just going off what Wikipedia says.
Okay.
So. Sorry if this is wrong. So, okay, what are your guesses for most nominations?
Oh, I didn't do that.
But do you have a guess?
Like if for the person who got the most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your guess?
Godard.
That was gonna be my guess too, but
I was between 2.
No, Godard isn't it, but Godard has received 8 nominations, so it's
close.
That's 2 for each of you. Godard was on both yours, right?
yeah.
Okay, Nolan, do you want me to tell well, actually, sorry, you have 9, so let's go with...
You want me to just say all of them or just
say
one?
one. We'll do one at a time.
Haneke.
Haneke is on the list with 7 nominations.
Light up.
I also said Haneke.
You had Haneke as well?
Yeah.
Nice.
Alright, so you still have more, so...
Scorsese.
Scorsese is not on the list. I'm sorry, that's -1 for both.
I also had Scorsese.
That's -1 for both of you.
Okay. Jarmusch.
Yes, Jarmusch is on the list with 7 nominations.
I did not have Jarmusch.
Alright,
And I
let's
didn't
go
write
for
it.
you.
So who do I have next?
Yeah, well, yeah, just go through them.
Bergman.
I also had Bergman.
Bergman is not on the list. He had
What?
like 4
Damn.
nominations.
Shit.
So that's -1 for both of you.
Okay.
Your next one?
Truffaut.
Truffaut is not on the list.
Fuck. Well, I only have a couple left then.
You have 2 left, right?
Yeah.
And you have 4 left?
I guess.
So,
Yeah.
go
yeah, I have
to you
4
now.
left.
Go ahead.
Agnes Varda.
Agnes Varda is not on the list.
Fuck.
It's a good guess though.
Good guess.
Yeah.
Eric Romer.
Great guess.
Good guess. Just the Frenchies.
Just because like they're French,
Yeah,
new
they're
wave, and they
French.
made a
Yeah.
lot of films.
Romer is not on the list.
What the fuck, bro?
He was probably like a 5 or something.
Yeah. Okay, Malik.
Malik's not on the list.
Yeah. He hasn't had that many films.
Yeah, he doesn't
so-
have that many films.
I know, but still.
Let alone at Cannes.
Yeah, he probably had like
Yeah.
2 films per
Oh,
year.
we're like
Can't-
far away from the mic.
Hasn't he?
Well, I know Tree of Life and Badlands won the Palme. They both won the Palme d'Or.
Oh, okay.
So.
And then he had Hidden Life there, so he's probably had like 3 at Cannes. then,
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So you have one more, Nolan?
Oh yeah.
And Victor, you have... Okay,
I have 2 more,
yeah,
and I don't
so-
feel confident with
Okay,
either
what was
of them.
it?
Fellini.
Fellini is not on the list.
Claire Denis.
Claire Denis
I was going to guess
is
that.
not on the list.
Oh my god, we suck.
Yeah.
No, you guys actually got more than I thought you would. I thought you would get 0.
Okay, and I don't Lynch.
David Lynch was, I think, 5. So
Okay.
I
Okay,
didn't guess
that's
Lynch
it.
because he doesn't have enough
So-
films.
the director with the most nominations, Ken Loach, with 14 nominations.
Holy shit.
Damn.
Second, 9 nominations, Lars von Trier.
Oh,
And-
I
true.
totally should have
Should've
guessed
guessed
Carlos, sorry, I've never heard of this guy actually.
that. Yeah.
Other notable things that you missed are the
The Dardenne brothers.
Dardenne brothers,
Yeah.
Robert Altman, Olivier
Fuck.
Ali, Louis
Benoit, yeah, makes
Benoit, Pedro Almodovar.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
Alan Rene would have been a
Alan
good one to guess.
Rene. Yeah, so, you know.
Invitorio.
Doable,
De Sica.
but-
Yeah. All right.
Alright, so let me quickly total this up. 1,
Is that
2,
the end of the
3
quiz?
Nope.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Good.
So, Victor, you scored a total of 0 points.
That round.
that round.
Okay.
Nolan, you scored a total of -1 point.
Fuck.
Victor only got 1 more right than you. So, like,
Yeah.
you guys were pretty close. Okay, now, the most the most directors ever won a Palme d'Or is twice. So name as many directors as you can that have won the Palme d'Or twice. You get 5 points for each correct answer, minus 1 point for each incorrect director. I'm gonna let you choose 3 directors. It's a very short list.
So we're gonna guess
I'm done then.
three directors who have won the Palme d'Or twice.
Yeah, and you get 5 points for each correct director.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I know one of them.
I already know one.
Because Victor said it.
Victor spoiled it.
Really?
Yeah, you said. I think you said. It's a very small list. I think it's like 10 or 8 directors.
Yeah.
Okay, I got my 3 written down.
Yeah.
I'm not too confident.
Do you want to deliver first?
All 3?
Just one at a time, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, Terrence Malick.
Not on the list. Victor was incorrect.
I had a feeling I was incorrect.
Oh, you savage, bro.
But I guess Malik too.
I'm gonna give
I
you
know
the
he won
minus
for
1
free.
point but give him the 0 because you
What?
did bait him. You did bait him.
Yeah, that's very true.
You baited him with
That's
a wrong
not fair,
answer.
but
You
whatever.
told me as if it was a fact.
Okay, I'll give you both 0. Okay.
Yeah, just use 0,
All right. Nolan, you can go ahead again.
Okay, Mikael Haneke.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess that as well.
All right, and your last one?
Ken Loach.
Yes.
Damn. Lars von Trier.
No.
Yeah.
So yeah, obviously Ken Loach. With that many
Makes sense,
nominations.
Has
Other
Lars von Trier won the Palme d'Or?
Yeah. He
For-
won for Dancer in the Dark.
Dancer in the Dark.
other
I believe.
notable entries: Francis Ford Coppola and
Oh, true.
the Dardenne brothers.
Right.
Shohei Amira, Billy August. I don't know him. Alf Schoberg. He's a early winner, but yeah,
Shit.
short list. All right.
Should have thought of Coppola.
Longest standing ovations.
Oh, I know this.
Which
I think.
films have the longest recorded standing ovations and how long they were? How long were they? 5 points for each correct answer. You don't have to order them. And if you're like a minute off, that's cool. But each you get 5 guesses. You get half points if you just guess the film and not the time.
That's tough.
Okay, I know the one that's gotten the longest.
Okay, fuck it. I'm so unconfident, but whatever. I got
Oh wait,
5.
sorry.
What?
You guys are actually tied.
Yeah.
Because Victor got minus 1 point for a wrong guess on the last one.
He baited me on that Malik.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
No, you got minus 1 for your other guess.
Which
Lars
one?
von Trier.
Oh, yeah.
All right, ready?
Yeah, I'm so unconfident.
All right. Nolan, you go first. What's
Okay, the film with the longest standing ovation was Pan's Labyrinth at 25 minutes, right?
22 minutes?
Okay.
But you get half
Fuck,
points
I did
for
read that somewhere, but I didn't write that.
Yeah.
All right. Do you just want to go for the sweep so we can see
No,
how embarrassing Victor? Okay, Victor, go ahead.
I think this is what I got confused, but Shape of Water, 14 minutes.
No.
Yeah, I know.
Did it even
Wrong Del
premiere at
Toro.
Cannes?
I don't think
I
so.
don't think so,
I
no.
think I got it confused with
Yeah,
Pan's
Pan's
Labyrinth.
Okay, I don't know what the second highest, but either the third or the fourth highest was the Neon Demon at 17 minutes.
Correct. 4th highest.
Lads read the article.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sent
This
it.
is
I
a sweep.
sent it in the Discord. That's how Kirk
True,
got it.
true.
No, I saw on some website or something on Facebook.
Well, some of the lads in the Discord were like,
I didn't see that. If I
So
knew,
you only have the top 8?
yeah,
Yeah, then
What?
Good time, 6 minutes.
yeah, no, sorry.
Yeah.
yeah, I had ones written down that weren't in the top 8.
Yeah.
but- Okay, Paris, Texas. I'm gonna say 14 minutes.
No, sorry.
Not on at all.
Yeah, not at all.
Oh.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, 11 minutes.
Nope, sorry.
No worries.
It's not on at all because I
No.
said Once Upon a Time in Hollywood 9 minutes.
No, I think it was a 7-minute ovation.
Oh, okay. Which would have been on the list then, because I saw ones with lower minutes. On
yeah,
the
the reason for the inception of the list was to prove that Once Upon a Time in Hollywood's 7-minute ovation wasn't a long ovation.
Mm.
So, do you want to go for another guess?
What do you mean?
That's what it was titled. like the article that I read. The title of the article was, "Once Upon a Time in Hollywood got a 7-minute ovation," and that's not very long, or compared to these nominated.
Right. Cause it was just compared to the other ones. Like,
Yeah.
Pan's Labyrinth is insane.
22. Yeah. So, another guess?
Pulp Fiction, 12 minutes.
No, sorry.
Fuck me, man.
Back around 10 minutes.
No, sorry.
Well, that's it.
That's all.
That's all I get. I guessed
one
all
more?
I said
5.
Tree of Life, 7 minutes.
No.
Yeah.
So, Pan's Labyrinth, 22. Michael Moore's Fahrenheit 9/11,
true.
20 minutes.
Mud,
Mud,
that's fucked.
18 minutes.
Damn.
Capernaum and The Paperboy, 15 minutes each. Bowling for Columbine, 13 minutes. And The Artist, 12 minutes. Inglourious Bastards, 11
Fuck.
minutes. To make this stakes higher, because we only have one question left, and Nolan just did a
Yeah.
good old 7.5 jump. In
really?
Yeah, so, which makes this last question basically useless.
Okay.
I'm gonna raise the stakes and make these worth a bit more points. So,
Okay.
if you both get right,
Yeah.
Nolan wins. If Victor gets it right and Nolan doesn't, Victor wins. If neither of you get it right, Nolan wins.
Yeah.
Okay? Starting in 2001, the international film critics have awarded the best canine performance at the festival with a Palm Dog Award. There was a big controversy during the 2009 festival where the rules were controversially bent to give this non-dog animal a nomination. What was that animal? Was it A, a cat, B, a cow, C, a fox, D, a pig, or E, a human being? You get a bonus 5 points for guessing the film right. Also, I will award more bonus points if you guess the dog that won that year. 2009 was a pretty hot competition year for dogs in Cannes. There were 3 very prestigious dogs. Well, 2 prestigious dogs and 1 non-dog.
I feel like semi-confident with my the first part of my answer, but not the dog who actually won.
That's fine. The dog, that was just for fun.
Yeah.
Do you have a guess for the non-dog? Oh. Is it? Did you write that?
What do you mean? Oh, my phone's not on.
Did you see?
I saw that.
So, were you gonna guess that?
Yeah.
You were?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I know 2000.
That was so my okay. It's up to this.
Because I know
Victor,
that 2009. Never mind.
It was the fox from Antichrist, and I accidentally clicked
fucking
on the
knew
slideshow. All right, iconic. All right, they bent the rules for the fox in
I'm
Antichrist.
upset that you clicked that.
I'm so upset that I clicked that. But the next slide on this show is the dog that won.
I was in between. What I didn't know what the dog was, but I was like conflicted on Antichrist and Fantastic Mr. Fox. But I was leaning more Antichrist because I know that Von Trier's movies premiere at Cannes and Wes Anderson's usually don't, right? I don't know the dog.
Victor, any guesses? 2009.
Man, I can't think of any dogs from 2009.
It's an iconic one.
Is there a dog from Inglourious Bastards? Like,
I mean, there's the dogs that are barking in the frickin'... Remember when they're interrogating the actress?
mm-hmm.
So, is that your guess?
Do I lose points if I guess?
No.
Well, I'll guess that then.
Victor?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
What?
is that what you're saying too?
I don't know. I guess. Fuck it.
Okay. Well, it doesn't matter anyways, because if you both say the same thing, Nolan wins this, right?
Yeah. And I can't think of any other dogs.
The Black Poodle from Inglourious Bastards was another nomination. It wasn't the winner.
Mm-hmm.
The winner was Doug from Up.
Oh, I didn't know Up premiered
Yeah,
at
Up
Cannes.
premiered at Cannes that year.
Damn.
Wow.
It wasn't in competition, I don't think, but it was at Cannes. So, Doug won from Up.
Hi
Nice.
there.
All right, so Nolan's the official winner. It was close. It was, by by the hair of a dog, the hair of a chaotic fox. But we got there.
Chaos reigns.
Chaos reigns in the end. I'm glad you guys participated in that. Did
Yeah,
you-
it was fun.
Yeah, that was really fun.
All right. Hopefully it was fun for our viewers
Also
too.
educational.
Exactly.
Educational. You guys now learn that they bent the rules for Chaos Reigns.
Rightfully so.
Yeah. And I guess we'll leave it on with that. Any last words from our winner, Nolan O'Kane?
And bye-bye.